So, this video was supposed to be a video I recorded in the car when I was sitting around waiting for my mom. But thanks to shit fucking up when I tried to transfer it, it's like, nah brother. Good shit. So we are back, Decorative here, Carl, back today, and I wanted to give you guys just a real quick direct live update, if you will, since I haven't posted shit on the channel in a bit. So basically, what's the status? The status is I'm at my mom's, and yeah, it's a mess here. I want to buy some new manga today, and we have a screen and whatever else on the way. That's gonna be upcoming video. Anyhow, point of the situation being, we have a network outlet on the wall that has not been able to be run because we've been working on renovating the hallway where the cable needs to be painted. So it's good shit. So good shit. So basically, to give you a status, generally, I came up here was it the 20? I have this in här, don't I? You ingest. I like to send you over, but okay. Sure shit, I'm not asking. Oh, not OBS. Exported for helvete. 26th of June, yes. 26th of June was when I was of June. Tom 26th of May, thank you. 26th of May, not June, you smartass. Gold, okay, what is this boy marked as? May, okay, good shit. My god. Okay. Batteri magaj. And then once I came up here, first order business was cleaning and prepping and getting my office going, quote unquote. This time I brought my SM7B as well as my Focusrite Scarlet Solo or 2i1 or Solo Gen 3. I did. As well as my Stream Deck and my mic booster and my headset and the usual stuff I bring. I brought a new USB-C cable for when I'm doing my texture work, since I do that on the phone with Super Display. Unforeseen problems, yeah, that's for power. Other than that, I brought, work clothes and the usual shit. So good shit. Then come around. I don't remember. And then I started working on the lawn. I started working on the lawn. So we got the bed dug out. We cut the lawn. I do have videos of all of this. It's just not released yet. And it won't be released before I get them edited and I get this done. So it could still probably be like a week before that gets done. So I wanted to give you guys a quick real-time update. I can just slap some music over and upload. Wouldn't have had to do that if the one I recorded in the car would have worked, but nonetheless, here we are. So the lawn got cut and raked, and then we dug up the bed. So you remember here last summer we dug up the bed that was furthest north on the west side of the house. Well, to this year we dug up the one that was further south, and I did it when it was still kind of cold and misty outside, so we didn't have problem with, like, you know, wasps or whatever. So that's dug out, that's refilled with dirt. I have 2 bags of dirt, so I gotta refill that bed with another bag. And then I'm gonna try and dig out the top layer in the bed that's further down and put some new dirt there. I'm gonna try to do. And good shit. And I've also now spread lime on there. So that's been raining in throughout the course of the last couple of days. Then I'm hoping that by the end of the weekend I can put the fertilizer on there, leave it on for 2 days, and then spread the grass seeds. And then leave the shit for 6 weeks, which is, you know, gonna be fun. Then I started here, was it a week ago now or whatever? I started, you know, doing shit because I drilled a hole for the plan was to pull it right down over here. Didn't work, so we put the outlet on the wall, drilled a hole through. Of course it decided to take a ship out of the drywall, so I ended up patching that, and the patching of that kicked up the entire second floor hallway renovation project. So I have 2 doors laying here, I have 2 doors standing in the hallway. We have egg white half blank on every door frame and supposed to be on every door and the whole railing down the staircase. It needs a second layer. I need a second layer in the bottom on the inside here. The bathroom one needs a second layer on the outside and the inside. And my mom's bedroom frame also needs one on either side twice. Then I got done. So basically I started by patching everything and then sanding a bit by hand. Then came around to a time where we were out shopping, we had got money, and we bought a Roby square sander, or not square sander but triangle sander. Well, the thing it did sand, it ran like a charm to begin with, attached a vacuum, she sucked fine. But having my merry time, took the wall here, took the wall over there, and then the wall back over there. Once I kept to the end after I've swapped the battery and sandpaper, the shit almost looked like it started to seize up, and then it stopped up, and then suddenly it started spitting smoke. Och vi badade och vi fick ut. Du får nog bara hål.
Jag prövar ju för helvete. Ja då.
Are you too warm?
Ja, mån ju bara.
Huh?
Ja, mån ju bara.
Baby! Yes, it's too okay. So yeah, not exactly the most handy shit to happen. Nonetheless, so that got returned. And we didn't do more that evening as far as sanding. That evening though, I started boiling water and white spirit mix to boil all the old paint off of all the hinges and the lock plates and the lock cases. All the hardware for the doors, because they have been painted over, because let's be frank, my grandfather was kinda careless. So got that done. We have completely new hardware. Oh well, we're using the same hinges and the same block cages, but we have new door handles. We do. And the hinges are getting spray painted. They're already covered in 2 layers of primer. Then they're gonna be painted silver and then get like, I don't know, 3 or 4 layers of clear lacquer. So then they should stay fine for a while to come. Then those will be reinstalled on the doors and on there. And then I gotta get some spray lube or silicone lube or whatever. I could have used graphite, but it's a mess. I'll use spray grease or silicone spray from VD40 instead. I will. It's good shit. And then I started painting, you know, the stuff that I didn't need to sand, which was, you know, all the door frames. So the one for the bathroom is painted, the one for my bedroom/office is painted, almost done. And the bathroom one needs, as I said, one another layer, and my mom's need 2 on either side. And the railing needs its last coat. And then the piece of trim that goes along here, so the staircase is here, so a piece of trim that goes along here, and the little piece of trim which basically separates the flat wall from the angled floor inside of the cupboard is also painted white. So that's also with the egg white half blank boy. And then the roof will get painted in the bright antique matte. And then the walls will be cappuccino. I don't know if that one is, I think this is matte actually. I don't know. Oh, you say so. Erik, by vad skulle wash this wall? Because I don't think this is I don't know. I don't know. I certainly hope not, because that's gonna be very glossy. And I'm gonna prefer silky matte. So this can be confirmed. Anywho, that's the plan. And then a few days later I started using not the same one as we used for the balcony. I thought it was the same, but it was actually not. The one we used then was another like big format, supposedly polishing machine of some similar sort, but not the same one that we bought new. So the blue one polishing machine with adjustable speed was what I basically used to finish up the sanding, connected to, you know, straight to 30. No problem, dusted down the whole bloody place. Got covered in dust, had to spend, you know, a solid 15-20 minutes with like 2 rounds of shampoo and a gigantic blob of conditioner to even get my hair to some presentable degree. So, you know, that's the thing. And then, well, I just went over all the walls with a dry microfiber cloth to try and get the little amounts of dust cleaned up. Although I gotta clean everything because the dust managed to get in here in between the trash bags I hung over the door because I was out of plastic. So today I have a cleaning spree in front of me, and then do the roof, and then try and get the first layer on the wall. So I think what I'm going to do first is wipe everything dry for dust, then do the frame of my mom's room one time, and then do the frame of the bathroom its second round. After I've done all the dust wiping, and then start doing the roof. So if anything does splash on the wall, I can just quickly wipe over it, and then I can just paint over it and call it a day, because the cappuccino is going to be darker than the bright antique which goes in the roof. So it's good shit. So that's a thing. So today we've been on a shopping spree. We've been to Bode today, which I was supposed to record a full drive. But turns out when I swapped battery on Fauske, apparently I had tried to hit record and thought it started recording. It did not start to record. It started recording when I supposedly shut it off when we were in Bodø, and instead it laid recording in the car for like 20-30 minutes. Supposedly only 10, but I don't know. Anywho, I am back and I got a little bit of a haul. So, you guys know I have this black nail paint, right? And I finally bought, first of all, more clear coat. And I also bought one yellow color, and then this should be the same color as I used earlier. If you look at the oil change video from when we changed oil on my mom's car, I believe it was this one I was wearing then. So there is the kilometers. So I have some new nail paint to try out. I also got myself some strawberry pocky. I haven't even started reading the third book of Rosario Vampire, but I thought we were at Altan, so I now have volume 1 and 2 of Call of the Night. So book 1 and book 2. So I suppose I gotta try and crack along with my manga. So good shit. And then I have some potato chips and, you know, whatever else. And then I have stuff on the way, which you guys are gonna see in a future video. We basically have a ultrawide on the way and I have RAM on the way. The ultrawide, we got a bit downgraded. The plan was a 34-inch 1440p, 144 Hz, nano IPS panel. But after the freight and figuring out how short of money I really was, we ended up with a still IPS, but a only 60 Hz. And I believe it was only 1080p as well. Or no, it was not. I selected 1440p. So yes, it's a 1440p IPS panel, but it's only 60 Hz. So, but it was also, you know, a mere 2 to 3 grand cheaper. So, you know. As long as it's not a VA panel, I'm not too opposed to it, because with this laptop anyway, most games will not go way above 60 FPS besides like CSGO, but that's like the only thing. All my Gacha games like Star Rail and Genshin is limited to 60. Endless Zone surprisingly has an unlimited feature, so that's, you know, great shit. And you know, Call of Duty 80 if I'm lucky. You know, Destiny also doesn't go too high. It's like 100 FPS, but it's fine for up here. So that's on the way, so that will be a video as well. It will. Is there anything more I haven't mentioned, lol? I don't know. I don't know how you got wet. Oh. So good shit. So, yeah. And I guess to give you guys an update on gaming, same reason really why it's been no videos is because the whole internet and the renovation business, but also because someone had a power cut because, you know, shit happens. And basically turns out I thought it automatically did it when you installed the NoIP's DCU dynamic update client, but it did not put it so that way it automatically starts with Windows, which means and I didn't put it into the, you know, startup script folder either, so it never started after I had my power cut if my domain server had already, you know, started up. Which means it never updated the WAN IP for my dynamic DNS, which then is my VPN, so I can't access that server, which means first of all my Discord bot is offline to whenever I go back home. Second of all, I won't be able to reach my FTB Ultimate server. I will not. So I can't record that. So good shit, which means I'm limited to pretty much the games I have on my laptop. So good shit. I will be making a dedicated video for gaming eventually when I get the time. But my plan now is to finish up recording this, try and wipe down walls, and then try and get the first layer on and let it dry for 2 hours. And then get the second layer on so that way I can be done with the roof tonight. And potentially even get the first layer of cappuccino on the wall, which means I can focus on the wall and the doors tomorrow. And by Sunday hopefully have this hallway wrapped up. So that way I can focus on editing and other things. For helvete. Although it's the 19th today, it's the 20th tomorrow. So either on Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday, my screen and my RAM is gonna arrive. Yeah, I love how half of the fuel went on the bloody ground and into your bloody container, but okay. Sure shit. Yes. So you know. So probably if the screens arrive is once the ultrawide arrive is probably when it's gonna be editing madness day. Because then I can move this to the floor, I have my keyboard, I have my mouse, and I can put it so high that I can sit here and I can look straight ahead instead of looking down so my neck doesn't go all clinkly clankly clonkly. And then finish up the lawn and whatever else. So yeah, there's plenty of shit to do, but I've been rambling on for basically almost 25 minutes at this point. I want to say thank you guys for watching this update video. Hope you guys enjoyed getting an update on why the hell videos has been taking 5 years. If you guys did, like, we greatly appreciate it, and as always, I have links down below for more socials and all of that. And until further notice, stay tuned, stay awesome, and Nikolai the Heck out of here, and please, for the love of whatever the fuck, don't break this time.